solubilization. So our surfactants are really good at solubilizing insoluble ingredients like essential oils and fragrances. So traditionally this is done using traditional ingredients that are usually ethoxylated, like hydrogenated castor oil by 40 and polysorbate 20, polysorbate 80, and also LF 10, and a couple of natural solubilizers as well. But we can offer cost performance by using the Sophorolipids to solubilize, whilst also giving the multifunctional benefits of hydration, microbiome care and cleansing, and many more properties. So today I'm going to make 200 ml of solution, which we are going to separate, turn one into a micellar water and the other into a hard surface cleaner, just to show the benefits of the Sophorolipids in home and personal care. So I'm going to add 3% of our Holisurf LF, which is 6 grams in this case. The oil of choice today is tea tree oil. So in the hard surface cleaner, it's going to act as the antibacterial agent, and in the micellar water, it's going to work together with the LF for the anti-acne properties. So this is really great for oily skin types. So I'm just doing 0.5 grams per 100 ml. So the whole point here is that typically the tea tree oil would not go into water, it would sit on the top. But by having the LF, it reduces the surface tension and enables the tea tree oil to become soluble. So as we start stirring, it becomes this very milky looking liquid. And as we carry on, the tea tree oil becomes solubilized and the formulation turns clear. So the next stage, I'm going to add the water component. I'm actually going to show two things today. So one was the solubilization, but also you'll see that this formulation is cloudy looking, and that is because the LF is cloudy below pH 5.5, pH 6. So I'll show you how we make this formulation clear. First step to achieve the clarity is using a chelating agent. So I'm using GLDA here. You can also use fully natural chelating agents in your formulation. This one works well in home and personal care formulations. Just adding 0.45% of the formula. As I stir, it has just become slightly more clear. You might not be able to tell, but it's just a little bit clearer. But we still have the pH that's lower than we want. So just some sodium hydroxide while stirring, a few drops. another tip for working with the sophorolipids, I'll just double check the pH and make sure it's within range. I'm looking for about pH 6 for this, for optimal cleaning and suitability for the skin. So at this point I'm going to split the formulation into two. So one surface cleaner and one micellar water. I'm adding slightly less to the micellar water because I want to preserve it a little bit differently. So we'll start off with the surface cleaner, and I'm going to very simply preserve it with some traditional phenoxyethanol. It's a surface cleaner. I'm looking at price and what people mainly use. You can of course use a natural preservative if you'd like to, but I'm just showing the options here. So it usually just goes a little bit cloudy and then clears out again. So I'll set that to one side. Now for the micellar water. I want to preserve this naturally because it's going onto my face. So there are two options I've got. A preservative that I really like at the moment is phenethyl alcohol from Evident Ingredients. You can use this at 1% of your formulation and it smells beautifully like roses. So I would really recommend this. Also from Evident, there is the Herbicide G5 Eco, which is pentylene glycol. And with pentylene glycol, you have the lovely humectant properties, so it really helps with your skin's moisturization. It gives a nice feel to the formula. And when you use at 5% of your formulation, you have full broad spectrum preserving. And it gives a bit more body to the formulation as well, so I think it's really nice for a micellar water. Now at this point you could add other actives, you could add some hyaluronic acid if you wanted to. So really it's a blank canvas to do what you like with, but it's ready to go. So for the micellar water I'm using two types of bottle. One is just a classic flip cap, and the other is a spray. I personally like the spray because when you're out and about, or if you're travelling or camping, you can just spray this directly onto your face and then wipe it off with a cotton bud or a flannel. And you can also use it as a toner as well. So after you've used it to cleanse, especially if you've got oily skin, you can then use it as a toner before the rest of your skincare routine.